ceasefire doesn't seem to change much.
A messy situation for several weeks.
The oil prices will stay at 100 level for longer.
Probably hard to see it below 80 in the short term.
Gold has been capped around 4,800, 4,900.
Probably the most important thing right now. They will move higher, but I don't think it's going to be an easy ride.
Markets have been very headline driven.
We should trade less or stay out completely.
Who got the power?
Let's start from the bigger picture. The ceasefire doesn't seem to change much on the ground. How do you see it evolving from here?
I don't think the US wants to escalate anymore, and I think that they are looking for an off-ramp. My sort of base scenario right now is just simply that this is just going to be muddled over the next sort of several weeks potentially, as both sides try to work out exactly what each other wants. In this war, it's not quite clear what America wants. From Iran's perspective, they just have to essentially stay alive and be able to threaten the countries around them and the Straits of Hormuz, and that's enough for them. They don't have to win anything.
It doesn't look like the strait will reopen easily. The traders I've been talking to on the floor of New York Stock Exchange, they say that no way the oil prices can go back to like 70s or 80s anytime soon.
History tends to say that if oil is above 100 for too long, it tends to have its own consequences in terms of slowing down economies, causing problems in recessions, which in itself then brings the price of oil down because the usage of oil drops. Actually, oil producing countries are aware of that. It's actually not good over the medium term for anybody. There will be concerted efforts all over to try and get the price down, but in a time of conflict, anything can happen, right? More than likely, it's that kind of 90 to 100 for a while. If anybody can, they'll be trying to put some downward pressure on it from there.
What is your take on gold and silver at this point, and why do you think the bull run might not be done yet?
I think the main thing for gold and silver investors to understand at the moment is that the market is very different to how it was at the end of last year. And for that matter, it's the same with equities. So my base case scenario for gold is still that it will move higher. Fund managers and central banks are looking to diversify away from US dollars to some degree. I think that will continue.
Gold has been capped around 4,800, 4,900 level for quite a while. What is the catalyst that could break this out?
Dollar is probably the most important thing right now. So if the dollar continues to rise, then the upside for gold and silver is capped, and they may even see some downside. But weakness in the dollar will see gold and silver move higher. I think over the year they will move higher, but I don't think it's going to be an easy ride. You have to trade it very differently than we traded it last year.
Markets have been very headline driven since the war started, and taco trades are back in play with some manipulation happening too. How do you navigate this volatility?
I would say front running rather than manipulation. I think there's a difference. These headlines can hit at any time. We don't know when they're coming, so we have to reduce our trading. The number of trades, reduce our exposure to the markets, reduce our position size. We don't want to be tossed around in this roller coaster washing machine kind of thing of headlines. You have to understand when conditions don't suit you, and one of the best skills, one of the things I teach when I teach traders, is to understand when to stay out. Something that's really going to help you as a trader. In fact, your success as a trader is going to be in a large part based on your ability to know when to stay out.